think they might be talking about gang rape, like, okay. Heroina.
I'm here with Zoe from Travel with Zoe. She is like, I guess, the most famous TikToker right now in the islands. She's just brought out her new song called Single something. I guess it was a joke at the beginning, right?
Yeah, it was a joke, but now it's on the radio, so...
Yeah, and now she wants me to come with her and we do some karaoke, probably sing her song, and yeah. First we get some food and some like beer and stuff. Food, I nearly ate it all. They don't serve like spoons here, so I'm using just my like normal knife. They don't serve like knives here, so I'm just using my normal knife. Zoe, what do you got?
I'm too full. I got rice, callaloo.
You don't want to eat that anymore?
I'm too full. Do you want to eat it?
Alright. No, it's alright. We're just talking about what was like the weirdest message we got on any of our socials. So what's like the weirdest message you got on like social media?
I've got so many. Can you go first? I need to think. I've got so many.
Okay, so on my lupus walk, a lady messaged me and told me this huge message about like some like genius kid in I think Germany or Europe who's like super genius, and she told me get in contact to him to like figure out how to like heal lupus. Lupus is like a disease, right? She told me basically to heal lupus myself. That was kind of weird.
I don't know. I think mine is when like a man who in his picture is like 50 years old, like balding and like really big and with some grainy, awful photo, is like, baby, hit me up, here's my number. Do you understand what that means?
So Zoe, how do you start traveling?
Yeah, I mean, I always travelled a lot when I was younger, but in terms of this like long trip where I'm now travelling like full time, I guess.
For 2 years, right?
Yeah, for 2 years.
2 years.
I mean, I've been back like 4 times in the 2 years, but just for like short periods. Yeah, so I saved up some money during COVID by working like 3 different jobs. So taking care of a disabled child, working like hospitality shifts, and also working at COVID test centres. And then at the time I was like living in this apartment in London that I really liked, and I thought I was gonna like build up, you know, like a life there or whatever.
So you wanted to basically start your life in London?
Like I wasn't sure, but that's where it was going at the time. I wanted to travel often still, but like I thought, you know what, let me try and see how that works out type thing. So yeah, I had this boyfriend who I really liked, I had this apartment and I had the jobs. And then one of the jobs, some things started going wrong and I just wanted to quit. So like
your boyfriend is also gone by now, so since we all know, right?
So that's the thing. So we broke up and I wanted to quit my job and I found out I had to leave the apartment. Right. So I was like, you know what, like time is now, do you know what I mean? Right. Because I was like, why am I now staying here? Like no apartment, no boyfriend, no job. Yeah, because I always loved traveling a lot anyway. So it was just like, let's try and do it for longer rather than go away for 2 weeks and come back. Do you know what I mean?
Why this part of the Caribbean? Because like you haven't been to like, at least as far as I follow your socials, like Southeast Asia and... What's up? Good? Yeah, I'm good. Sorry. Sorry. You haven't been like Southeast Asia, mostly like Central and South America, right?
Oh, I've actually been to like more places because I travelled a lot when I was like younger, so I didn't have TikTok. So I've been to like Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand. Right. I've been to like Panama, Belize, Costa Rica. I've been to like Senegal, Gambia, Ghana. Like a lot of places that are not on my TikTok, you know. But I always found myself like always coming back to the Caribbean just because I love soca and like I love soca so much. Like hearing soca everywhere is like makes me really happy. I quite like the food. I like curries. I like spicy food. You know, it's nice that in a lot of the Caribbean islands people speak English, so I can actually make friends and I can communicate.
By the way, guys, she told me you also speak like French and Spanish.
Yeah.
Really good. You actually studied that. What's up, guys? Yeah, we were trying to find a place to sit down, but we can't really find one. Everything is kind of wet.
I guess we'll just keep walking.
Okay, let's go.
Well, like, what do you think about Trinidad? Has it made you want to see more of the Caribbean, or like, what impression has it left on you?
Well, the thing is, I never really been to like any other countries in Americas, right? I'm from like a small village. I never traveled really a lot in my life, so this is like my first view of the Caribbean. But I mean, like, I don't know, it's crazy. It's not the tourist experience I'm getting here. I mean, like, I arrive here, sleep in the jungle, know nobody, and now I'm like kind of somewhat well known around here. I don't know. But I really want to know more of the Caribbean, but my mission goes...
Maybe this.
Mission carries... yeah, okay, that's good. Maybe they kick us out because we're not like buying stuff here, but I don't care. I hope he just doesn't kick us out.
I think it's fine.
No, I don't know. I just have like a mission, you know, a goal
Yeah.
with my journey. I want to like go to the jungle, to the
Yeah.
Amazon rainforest, and then like hitchhike around the world, see all kinds of places.
Yeah,
and-
yours is like different because it's like one main mission, whereas mine's just
Yeah.
like whatever I'm enjoying in this
Yeah,
moment, I'm
yeah.
trying to do more of, or
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like I have stuff I want to achieve, but it doesn't have to be in a certain
what do you
place.
want to achieve? What's
So several things. So I want to find a way to make a living from travel.
like full-time travel?
Yeah.
All right.
But also I'm quite passionate about like sustainable tourism. So I try to show in my videos that like it's not scary to stay like in a small local guest house,
Yeah.
or like I just like to show that, especially in the Caribbean, which is a region with a lot of like all-inclusive resorts, I like to try and show alternatives to those types of holidays, you know, because so many people when they think of like Jamaica, for example, which is somewhere I've been 6 times, they think of like Sandals, which is like this big all-inclusive resort, and I just think that it's very problematic and pay local people very good wages, and they deny local people access to the beaches.
So like the
often.
main money goes to like corporations and stuff.
Yeah, but that are not even often based in that country. Like I think it's the Riu, which is a big chain of like resorts in Jamaica. It's a Spanish company, and I've googled the statistics, and it's something like 80% of the money generated by the Riu chain ends up in Spain.
So I just got Zoe to tell me what's the craziest thing you've ever done you haven't documented on camera.
I don't know if it's the craziest, but when I was like 22, I ended up in Puerto Rico like without wanting to, because I had like a flight that was like delayed, and I was supposed to be transiting there, but I had to stay like 2 nights or 1 night, I can't remember, in Puerto Rico. So I had to book like a hostel last minute, and I had done no research because I was not supposed to be staying there. Went back to the hostel and googled like you know, off the beaten track, like Puerto Rico, whatever. And then on like page 10 I found like this article written by this man on his travel blog, and he was like, I wanted to find some crazy place in Puerto Rico. So he explained that he went to this neighborhood called La Perla, like the Pearl, and he explained that like they haven't even written it on the map because they don't want tourists to know it's there because it's so dangerous, blah blah blah. Me, my 22-year-old self, was like, oh well, if he can do it, so can I. So it's actually so dumb. I didn't tell anyone I was going there. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my boyfriend I had the plan. I didn't tell anybody that I was going there because I thought they'd be like, oh, don't go. And it's literally so stupid. I'm not this stupid anymore. Like, I left my phone in the hostel because I didn't want anyone to like steal my phone. So I went just with my digital camera, because back then, you know, people had like digital cameras, and my like key card for the thing, and a little bit of cash is like all I went with. I bought some oranges and I had them in a plastic bag, and so I put my digital camera in the plastic bag because I was like, then it's like away. So yeah, I went to the guy's bar. He was really cool. We chatted. I was having a great time. He was like, yeah, you'll be good, just be careful. Cool. So I left his place and I went along, I think, one next street, whatever, which was also fine. And then now I turn onto like the final street, right? The final one before I'm going back. It has like stairs to go back up to the main part of the city. This is literally the final one. The stairs are like right there. All the other streets are really quiet. Then I turn around this corner, and like this street's got like loads of people on it. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting, because the other ones are really quiet. But the people, it's like mostly men in like small groups, like, you know, 4 people here, in little like circles, like talking to each other, like huddling around each other, all dotted like along this street. I'm like, okay. So like I walk on the street, and then obviously everyone's like staring at me, but I'm like, okay. Then some of them start talking to me, like obviously in Spanish, like, oh, where are you from, da, da, da. And then I'm just chatting to them, you know. And then they were like, oh, come here. So one of them took me over to like their little group of like men. There was maybe like 6 men. And you know, they all had like a lot of tattoos, and they looked like a certain way, but I'm not one to like judge what that means. But
like,
they looked like a certain way, but I don't know. I'm not gonna like judge you for your tattoos or whatever. But you know, anyway. So then they were like joking to me about how they would like all want to sleep with me, and I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, okay, like, I think.
You didn't realize you were like in a kind of gang area.
Yeah, I was like, I think they might be talking about gang rape, like, okay. But I just like, I'm quite good at like navigating. I'm not very physically strong, but I'm quite good at like navigating things with my words, like getting out of situations with my words. So I kind of know how to like keep people happy and whatever. So I kind of, hello. Oh, thank you. So, cool. So I carried on talking to them, and I was thinking like, I actually didn't want to leave because it was so interesting. Because I was asking them
You
like,
don't want to leave.
no,
You're like in a gang area with people who
Yeah, I
probably want to gang rape you, and you're like,
I literally no, because I was like really fascinated because like this car drove down at one point, and when I tell you, all these different groups of people ran inside as soon as this car started to drive on the street, and I was
and you're like, yeah, that's cool. Let's stay here.
I was like, I need to know what's happening here. I was like, sorry, I just need to know.
You need to know. You're not like worried like the car is like gonna shoot now.
No, like I just need to know. So I like stayed out there when everyone else went inside, and then like they came back out, and then I had my key card like tucked in like my waistband, and then as we were chatting, like I was asking them like, oh, so what do you sell here? Like obviously you sell drugs, whatever, because I'm interested. I was like, how much do you pay for it? And then halfway through the conversation, they were like, do you work with the police? And I was like, no. And they were like, are you a spy? And I was like, no. And then they saw like the key card, and they were like, have you been recording us on that device? And in my head I was like, oh my god, don't kill me. So I was just like, no, it's my key card. And like I showed them, and I was thinking, please don't see the camera in my bag of oranges, because then they'll think like, do you know what I mean? But they didn't ask about my bag of oranges. So whatever. Eventually, like I learned enough that I was satisfied. I'd learned enough, and now the mission was to like get out. So I had to wait till like a good time to like say, okay, bye, you know. So eventually I found a good moment, I managed to say bye. But I still had to walk the whole rest of the street before getting to the stairs to leave this neighborhood. So I had to walk past all the other groups of people. So when I tell you, these groups of people, this was like 2 p.m. in the daytime. They had like, you know, your granny has like this tray for her pills.
Yeah.
But like maybe bigger, maybe somebody who makes jewelry, they have a tray with like 20 like little gaps like in the tray where they store like different beads to make their jewelry or things like that. They had like trays with drugs in it, like different pills. I'm not joking, but it was like 2 p.m. and they was holding these trays. And then one man who I walked past, I'll literally never forget this man yet. I remember like he was on the left, like towards the end, and he was like, heroina, because he wanted to know if I wanted heroin.
So they tried to sell you like drugs and
They just
stuff.
tried to sell me heroin, and I was just like, no, gracias. And then I like just left, and it was fine.
Zoe apparently has like a lot of contacts here.
No, this isn't him.
This isn't him.
No.
You're just a random guy.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. What's up?
I was.
Are we still waiting for him?
Yeah.
Ah. And you're just like a random guy who sees that. Okay, we're waiting for like a guy who like picks it up, but apparently you're not the guy. Someone needs to pick it up. Okay. So guys, apparently we just met random people who has nothing to do with bringing us to the karaoke bar. We're just still waiting. And then she just like organized the driver who just eats on the red stop. What's your name?
My name is DJ Faraidan.
You brought us some food too?
Wait, did you bring a plate? You're not serious.
He just has a plate there.
So we have some curry body,
Yeah.
curry potato, curry chicken and rice.
Okay, this is the first time in my life I've ever seen somebody drive a car with a plate in their left hand. An actual, not a paper plate, a plate from the house.
Yeah, plate from here with a plastic fork.
Alright guys, I guess that's a karaoke bar. I just realized I'm probably gonna get demonetized. Cause copyright music. But you know, I guess you should embrace it by now. We walked inside there and everybody was just like taking it super seriously. It was like really, really good. So we're kind of scared to sing ourselves. You gonna do that, Zoe? You gonna do that? Why not?
I don't think it's my best talent.
What is it, Alan?
I'll stick to the travel vlogging, I think.
You gonna do that too?
I will watch.
You won't? What? You got?
I will stand there while she do it on me.
I'm gonna. Eventually, we decided to just fuck it and do some karaoke. As you see, Zoe is like 10 times better at this than me, but I have my German passion and my German songs.
This is a German song, by the way, so you guys look at it. You're singing Deutsch, hey, Deutsch, hey, Deutsch, hey, Deutsch, 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 Deutsch. Natürlich hat ein Deutscher Wetten das erfunden. Vielen Dank für die schönen Stunden. Sie sind die freundlichsten Kunden auf dieser Welt. Sie sind schreiben, sie haben Geld. Die allerbesten in feiern hier den Weltrekord. Bereisen Sie Deutschland und bleiben Sie hier. Und Sie warten uns Hunger, gratuliert sind Ihnen die Welt. Ihnen es gefällt, wir sind das freundliche Volk.
And of course Zoe has to sing her hit song, Singer.
My plan. You don't ever understand. Stop trying to hold my hand. What against you guys? And you think I'm a girl? You think you can stop me jumping away? I wanna jump on every bike. Like, do you really think you wanna like that? No, I'm sure I like that. I'm sure no man's gonna like that. No man, no stress. No man, I just wanna live. No man, no stress. No man, I just wanna live. I want. Say what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Oh gosh, I'm gonna never come back. Single forever, I love that. Single forever, I love that. And if you hold me again, I gotta hold you back. And that's single. No man, no stress. No man, I just wanna dance. No man, no stress. No man, I just wanna dance.
Our karaoke was so good that we even won a surprise, which is this box of beer.
That is for you, right? And the boss man. Right? Well, have a good time. Yeah, man.
You won! How do you feel? I'm really awkward at parties, and after like singing a little bit, you know, I'm just like the guy sitting in the corner, like nothing to do. So yeah, Zoe is now taking her like cab thing back. And I'm gonna walk back. It's like 1 hour and it's like 1 o'clock at night. So guys, you know, I hope I don't get robbed. I guess it's like 50-50 right now. What do you say? I know I'm tired, super tired. That's why I don't go partying normally. Okay, so the thing guys, it's like 1 hour walk in and now I have to like hope that I arrive safe because my battery is running low, kind of 8%. And I need my battery for my maps. If the thing is, it would actually be kind of like a funny vlog to try to find my way back to the scout headquarters without like having a map. But the problem is, if my battery's dead, I can't vlog it. So what you gonna do? Guys, look at this. Everything is just super quiet right now. I don't know. I think it's quiet enough so nobody's like gonna jump out and rob me, hopefully. But you never know. You never know. Should probably don't have my phone out. What's up, guys? Back at the place where I sleep. Got this semi-dry tent here. Gonna sleep in tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Survived the walk back home. At this point that my battery finally died, but like and subscribe if you want to help me fulfill my dream of becoming a YouTuber.